how has that shifted your view around mental health for Black people, especially in our communities?
Yep.
Because for so many of us, or quite frankly, all of us,
Yep.
we're taught to survive, we're taught to be strong, we're taught to keep it in this house.
Yep.
And what goes on in this house stays in this house, and be silent about it. What's your view around that?
Man, and that's a great question. In our community, you know, especially back then, we didn't discuss mental health, right? It was just looked at as, oh, if he has a problem, you know, somebody may pray over it, but they didn't do the things like go out and seek professional help. You know what I mean? And I remember, and I was still young, and I remember my brother was bullied, and you know, I wasn't there. I'm so much younger than him. I wasn't there to really protect him, but I remember him saying certain things that always stuck with me. And I'm like, I wish, you know, that my parents heard that, or I would have spoken up and said that, or had him talk to someone. I remember the rope he used. I remember one time he had that rope and I wanted to make a swing. And I remember, I remember asking him to use it to make a swing. And then him saying, you know, don't worry, you're gonna get it back one day. And, you know, that always stuck with me, that, you know, in the moment, I thought that's what he meant, that he would, but I didn't say anything. And it's like, these are the things, man, I just wish like I would have said something. I need a moment.
Yeah, no, I get it, man. I get it, man. That's it's something that we live with, and it never goes away. But it's almost that for you, it's the idea that you're making them all proud of, you know, of who the man you've become. Right? They're so proud of you. Your older brother is rejoicing and proud of you for making that decision and allowing his life and his situation to help mold you to who you are today.
I speak up now, man. So I remember in school, if anybody was being bullied, man, they couldn't do that around me. You know, I was the big brother. I became that protector to a lot of the people who were bullied in middle school, at Parkway Middle, at South Plantation High. I would befriend people, not even if they weren't cool, or, you know what I mean? I would be friends to that person because I always thought about what my brother must have been going through. You know what I mean? So that moment shifted me and changed my whole perspective. Until this very day, it's like I gravitate towards kids who are going through a lot. You know, I have a lot of people who send, you know, bunch of their kids to me who I'll, you know, get them floor seats to the Heat game or the Dolphins, and you know, it's because I try to be that big brother figure that you know, my big brother didn't have, you know, and I'm an advocate for mental health. You know, I was just on 99 Jams during Suicide Prevention Month, speaking out about that because it's important. And you know, I think that if we go and we get mental health counseling, you know what I mean, if that's something that he could have gotten at the age, I think, you know, a lot of things would have been different because when you're that young, you don't realize how short amount of time middle school and high school is, right? How do you know, like, hey, man, his whole mentality would have shifted. He wouldn't have cared about him being overweight in 4, 5, 6 more years. It probably would have bothered him, but it wouldn't have been as significant. You know, what about if he would have started working out, or, you know what I mean? So these are the things that I try to instill upon, you know, the youth now. And especially when I'm talking to my son, man, Christian. So I have a 4-year-old son. I try to instill that confidence in him, right? To let him know that, you know, don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about what other people may think of you, you know? And I think that's something that my brother lacked. So what I try to do is try to impart that on him now at this moment, so that way he never has to have the self-doubt, the self-consciousness, and worrying about what others think.